Hello there, and thank you so much for checking out geoffmobile.com. I am Geoff Peters, and this is my YouTube channel. And you'll notice that I posted lots of videos about various things about Vancouver, including restaurants and interesting topics that I think are important to talk about. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit unusual. It's going to be about a personal care product, a personal cosmetic product, which can be used by both men and women. And if you've guessed it by looking at the title of this video, it's about comparing antiperspirant to deodorant. Okay, so here's my story. For many years, almost 10 or 20 years, I've been using a product called deodorant. Deodorant is important if you want to not smell too bad, because people's personal smell can be very offensive if it's a body odor, and you don't want to be smelling bad, especially if you have a professional environment where you're working with people, or you are meeting people on the street, or even just going to the store. You don't want to be smelling horrible or awful. So I was using deodorant, and deodorant is a product that everyone is familiar with, I'm sure. You go to the grocery store or the drugstore, it comes in these little sticks that you take off the cap and you roll a little bit underneath your arm. Okay, so the problem is deodorant, it doesn't actually take away a smell that your body has. It just adds an additional smell, which sells kind of like a chemical or perfume or cologne or any other kind of deodorant that you get, like the Old Spice, which has done a lot of popular commercials about the Old Spice commercials. It just adds a smell. It's kind of like perfume. It adds a smell. Of course, perfume is a huge industry. People love their perfume, and the sense of smell that some people have is really astounding, really how people can be so sensitive to detect all the very minute subtleties of perfume. Okay, but deodorant itself is basically perfume. It doesn't actually take away the source of your body odor. It just masks it by adding an additional layer of smell. Okay, so for most people, for most days, this kind of a thing, we're just adding a bit of extra smell. It will generally smell good because your personal body odor isn't that high. If you have a bath or shower every day, the chance that your personal odor gets to a high level that exceeds the deodorant smell is going to be not as high. But for me, I do sweat a lot, and I know it's kind of embarrassing to say, but if I'm working really hard at the computer for a long day, I will start getting some moisture underneath my armpits. And this is where the problem happens, because the armpits is the perfect opportunity for bacteria to grow. Bacteria like a nice, moist, warm environment, and the bacteria, once you get a bit of moisture under your armpit, you're going to start smelling within an hour or two, because the bacteria just starts growing, and it's not you that's smelling, it's just those bacteria that are attached to your body. Okay, so I didn't know, but there's actually a difference between antiperspirant and deodorant. If you go to the grocery store and you see a product marked deodorant, that's just going to be masking the smell. But if you buy a product that says antiperspirant, that product will actually block the pores underneath your armpit or wherever you apply it. It blocks the pores in your skin that allow the sweat to come through. So it will not allow you to sweat as much in that area. So I thought, this doesn't really work. I don't know if this is just pure marketing speak or what, but for the last 3 days, I've been applying antiperspirant. I have a special antiperspirant called Dove Men's Care Antiperspirant. I just got it from the deodorant section in the grocery store. Anyways, it's been amazing because it's basically stopped me from sweating underneath my armpits. Either I'm really excited or I'm really working hard or I'm walking outside in the sun, it stops me from sweating under my armpits. Okay, so what happens is it actually doesn't build up that bacteria, and therefore after a long day of hard work, I no longer smell bad. So that is my story. That's how I discovered antiperspirant. It wasn't until someone told me that there was a difference between these two things that I actually went out and tried it, and it really does make a difference. The antiperspirant doesn't have to have as strong of a perfume in it. It just has to block that ability to produce sweat under your arms that will cause the smell. I don't know if you've ever been to a party where someone has got their body odor out of control. It's very offensive. even to stand next to someone who has a bad odor. I know there's many people who study odor and ways to reduce smell. Another source of smell is in your mouth, a bad breath smell, which I think there's other products, of course, you can use for that. Okay, but I hope you find this video enlightening. I'm sure this is something you probably already know if you're like most people, but some people like me kind of slip through the cracks. Their parents never told them the difference between antiperspirant and deodorant, and none of their friends were ever kind enough to explain that there might be a product that could be the solution to their bad odor problems. So yes, please leave me your comments below. Do you use deodorant or antiperspirant? I know there's some controversy about antiperspirant, that there have been some scientists who have a theory that it might contribute to cancer, because antiperspirant does contain the aluminum element in it, and that may be linked to producing a hormone like estrogen, which can contribute to breast cancer. But I did some research into this, and there have been some studies showing that breast cancer, there's no definitive link between breast cancer and antiperspirants, and there's actually some studies showing that it's actually no relationship at all. So here's my video to you. I hope you enjoyed it. And what do you think about antiperspirant? Do you find it effective for you? Or maybe some people out there, like yourself, don't sweat very much, so this has never been a problem for you. And I really appreciate this venue for me to share this with you, because my hope is that someone out there who smells bad and doesn't know how they can solve their problem will discover antiperspirant and start using it, because I think it's a very good invention. Actually, it was invented in the 1950s or so, first ever patented formulation of antiperspirant, and I think it's a miracle invention. I'm going to be smelling very good the next years to come, thanks to this wonderful discovery of the antiperspirant product. It is maybe a little bit more expensive than deodorant, maybe about $6 or $7 for a stick then, or maybe $3 or $4. But if you do sweat a lot, this could be the product for you. And just as a note, I did not receive any payments or sponsorship for this video. It's just out of the passion I have for helping people smell their best that I want to make this video. And if you've made it to this end of this video, I will provide you with a joke of the day. Okay, so the joke of the day is a joke that I thought of a couple of days ago. And I already posted it on my Twitter feed, which is twitter.com/gpeters, if you have not heard it yet, if you have heard it already. Okay, so the joke is, there was, okay, let me just think for a second. I can't really remember the joke. Oh dear, I can't remember the joke. If you have to go to my Twitter feed, oh dear. Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot. So, let me make it up to you. The next time I do another video blog, I will post the joke of the day that I was thinking of today, but it's just slipped my mind right now, and I just can't think of it. Well, maybe if I just think for a second, if you bear with me. Okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, here we go. Here's the joke. I found it. So stuck around this long. I promise I won't make this video longer than 10 minutes. Okay, the joke is, I heard that the Army, the Canadian Army, military, has been using 2 different fonts in their war correspondence. They use Arial and Times New Roman. Yes, the Army is fighting a war on multiple fonts. Okay, there you go. Thanks a lot for staying around for the cheesy joke. I hope you have a fantastic day, and please check back. If you enjoyed any part of this video, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!